Hello guys, Mayday Media here. Got some videos for us to watch. The first one's Wall Street Apes. It's about Amazon. Very interesting. Stick around to the last one. You find out where to go and get these videos. You'll need to know these things. Check this out. More Amazon money savings. Pulling around 80 tons with this little deal here. They're not paying a truck driver. That does not even look safe. It doesn't even look safe. I mean, can you believe they got somebody doing that for $15 an hour? $15 an hour pulling around it. Oh, is that one empty? Pulling it still, that's still quite a bit of weight.
What you're witnessing here is an Amazon worker using a powered trailer spotter. And with one of these machines, they can pick up and move one of these massive trailers all throughout the yard. And why are they doing this? Well, it's cheaper than having a truck driver with a CDL do it. So the labor cost, you can have a yard operator do this job for only about $19 an hour. And if you were to have a truck driver do it, it would cost you significantly more and they would need licensing. So do you need licensing to operate one of these? And the answer is no. You generally do not need a CDL or any kind of special license to operate this machine. You may need one if it crosses like a public traffic area, but anybody that's using these things in like a yard, no license, no CDL. So Amazon figured out that you don't need to have a truck driver hook up the trailers and move it throughout the yard. For much cheaper, you can pay somebody like 19 bucks an hour or a little bit more and have them do it.
God bless Amazon, guys. I mean, they've really found ways to turn us into some of the poorest trash in one of the richest countries. I mean, you thought Walmart was bad. Oh, buddy boy. Some more for you. The FDA, pay attention. 10,000 plus chemicals allowed into our foods with no safety studies.
So what happened today, GRAS reform, is widely regarded by the left and right as the most important food regulatory effort of the past 30 years. This is what everyone has been clamoring for. We got it done today. The real issue here is that the FDA commissioner, as we sit here today, does not know what's in our food. Most Americans, most moms would assume that the ingredients in our food have been subjected to safety studies. That is not true. For the past 40 years, the food industry has taken advantage of a loophole where they can generally recognize a food as safe, GRAS. And 95% of food ingredients now in our food supply have been self-identified as safe with no safety studies. Once you designate that loophole, you do not have to submit the ingredient or safety studies to the FDA. And that loophole use has led to the FDA not knowing what's in our food. It could be 2,000 ingredients, it could be 10,000, we don't know. There is not safety study in our food. So what this does today is it mandates that the food industry for new ingredients, radical concept, needs to notify the FDA, and the FDA will now be able to conduct safety studies on that food. Additionally, for the ingredients in our food supply, and we have 10,000 more ingredients than Europe in our food supply.
This new ruling with closing the GRAS loophole is huge. I have literally been making posts about this loophole for years. They have been self-approving thousands of chemicals with no safety studies. I have a video here
For
that
decades,
I'm
decades,
and
and decades.
It's really good.
He
It
goes
kinda
back
goes
to
over what this GRAS loophole is with the FDA,
that-
how it's been exploited. And I mean, you have no idea. We have been literally eating just...
He goes back to like aspartame back in like 82, 81. They wouldn't even allow the pilots to drink this shit. He goes back beyond that, man.
chemical poison.
A lot of your vitamins are just plastic, and they change the molecules around, turn them into vitamin C.
and it's been allowed. It is wild.
The FDA has been deceiving Americans with the safety of chemical additives in food for close to 7 decades. Over 1,000 chemical additives currently used in processed food were neither safety reviewed nor tested by the FDA, which includes natural flavors. According to a long-standing FDA ruling from the 1950s, food companies can conclude on their own that new chemical additives are generally recognized as safe for their intended use and then use that additive in food without notifying the FDA. If companies voluntarily choose to submit the GRAS notice to the FDA will issue a no questions asked approval. Once the chemical is designated as GRAS and used in food, the FDA does not regulate it or reevaluate it. As a result, 98.7% of all food chemicals that entered the marketplace since 2000 were only reviewed and tested by the food and chemical companies that created them. As the fourth
Did he say 97%?
most common ingredient on food labels, natural flavors are permitted to be 80 to 90% synthetic. Companies don't have to disclose food additives used as carriers in their natural flavors.
What are we paying for this for, guys? What are we paying for any of this crap for? I mean, they can't monitor the food. They can't police the streets. They can't fix the roads. They can't win a war. They can't say no to countries who steal our money. They can't tell immigrants border closed. They can't help elderly. They can't do nothing for anybody. Why do we pay for this? Why do we put up with this? Why? I mean, it makes no sense. I cannot believe, like in 71, they took America off the gold standard, and nobody even marched. There wasn't anybody upset. I mean, one of the biggest ways to destroy your country ever, and nobody said a word. I mean, what how brainwashed are we, man? I mean, really?
On the ingredient labels. The most common synthetic additives and natural flavors for beverages and food are propylene glycol, polyglycerol esters of fatty acids, maltodextrin, benzoic acid, polysorbate 80, BHT, BHA, and triacetin. The GRAS loophole is what allowed food companies to use brominated vegetable oil for 64 years before the FDA finally banned it this year due to concerns surrounding its effect on our thyroid glands. Last year, Senator Cory Booker and Senator Ed Markey introduced the Safe and Toxic-Free Food Act.
Of course, nothing was ever really done until now.
Nope.
The Trump administration finally got it done. And you read that right. You know, he said right here, 98.7% of all food chemicals that entered the marketplace since 2000 were only reviewed and tested by the food and chemical companies that created them. That is wild. We have literally been a hostage to big food, and finally the Trump administration has closed that loophole. I mean, this is such a big deal.
And what will come of it? Will there be anybody arrested? Will there be anybody hung? I mean, you're talking about poisoning the food supply. I mean, people should probably be executed for that. Wouldn't you think? I mean, I'm glad something got done. I mean, that is one thing you can check under Trump, I guess, but there's a whole lot you can check against him. Truth is, I'm gardening all next year. I'm already getting the backyard ready. I think we're going to have some food issue problems anyway, but this is one other reason why I think I'm just going to try to grow my own. I've already got inside stuff growing. This is just ridiculous, guys. I don't want to die of some cancer because of some company owned by the Jays just hate me for some reason. This is pretty wild. I'm not really sure exactly what this is. I think it's out of Spain, you know, all the issues going on over there. This is wild, though. I mean, we got a video set up. I don't know what's going on. Throws a phone up. Apparently it was that guy's phone that fell off. Apparently he's stolen that phone or something, I think is what's happened. He's stolen the phone. No way, right? Watch. gun on him. Got some gun there. And knocked him down. What?
Ven, súbete, súbete, súbete. Ven, por frente. Ven, 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 que me lo voy a llevar. No.
They can't even figure out how to get it running. So they're just going to push it. I don't know, maybe this is an African country, but it, you know, it looks like remnants of someplace white, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's how it goes. That's how you're going to be living here before too long. I mean, it's goodbye. What we got here is a old German guy. Look at here. This is something. Look at this bum, foreigner, migrant, illegal, using the bus stop to sleep at. The old grandpa said, get over, boy. Smoked him. When the old unionized pensioners start to get angry, maybe something will happen. I don't know. It's real hard to get them to really care about the next decades and futures coming up underneath them. In fact, they tend to forget all about those. It makes no sense to me. I've never had kids, and I'm not doing this to nobody. But there are a lot of people out there that they don't give a nothing about nothing. They got all theirs. They don't care. What we got here, 6 families are facing eviction in San Francisco after a rent-controlled apartment was sold and the new owners want them out. One of the tenants immigrated to America 50 years ago and doesn't speak English. The families pay $600 a month when the average cost of a one-bedroom is $4,000 in the area, and 2 bedrooms rent for $6,000. The rent-controlled units there range from $600 to $1,300 a month, so they won't be able to afford the average rental price in the area, they say. The tenants are saying there is discrimination taking place. The Elite Act being used to evict, which allowed the new owners to evict current tenants after a set amount of time if the new owners want to live there. So in other words, 50 years this foreigner has lived off the U.S. taxpayer. Probably never had a fucking job. Excuse me, a job. And now they're mad because they got to pay what everybody else has to pay. $600 a month. I mean, my goodness. I mean, you can't find a room for that cheap. So, welcome to Islam.
Pure food only! No pork here! Keep spraying, brother!
Support local business, leaving me!
I've served this town for 40 years! You can't tell me what to unclean meat!
Yourself, it's bacon, mate, it's Britain!
Get off!
Their idea of unclean meat is because the animal was shocked first, and then they didn't say some sort of Muslim thing for it, and that's what they mean by unclean. That's fala or whatever the stupid things are called. This is the last video. If you go to this right here on X, see that? The crap on here, dude, it non-stop. Most of it's violent. I can't even show it. And it is unbelievable. And this is all like within a few days. August 9th, this one. This is the only one I can show.
On this episode of Chimp Geographic...
What happened? Hey, some man at the door talking about your kids took lemons off his tree.
Stop, Kelly.
Earlier today, a troop of urban juvenile shiboons was observed vaulting a residential fence and raiding a man's lemon tree. With no males present to intervene, the females quickly stripped the branches, gathering an entire haul of stolen citrus before retreating back to their den. Now inside the kitchen habitat, the same troop is hard at work. The counter is buried under a mountain of the pilfered lemons as the juvenile shiboons slice and dump them into a blender. One of the juveniles holds up a container of pineapple spears, preparing to drive them into the sweetened lemon mixture. The dominant shiboon in the white top issues sharp instructions, ordering the younger members to squat and receive BTA, belt to ass, for discipline as the rest of the troop mills around the kitchen. The camera pans across the den, revealing more shiboons of various ages moving through the space. No adult males are visible anywhere in the troop.
What are they
Outside,
doing?
the original victim of the lemon raid is nowhere to be seen. Inside, the shiboons continue their work uninterrupted, blending, dancing, posturing, and preparing their stolen lemonade with pineapple spears, while the younger ones are corrected with the belt. Classic pavement ape troop behavior: raid, retreat, process the spoils, and maintain internal order through force.
Yeah, that's pretty much right. There's, like I said, I can't even show these other ones. I mean, all it is just attacks and violence and stuff that I can't put up on YouTube. They don't allow it. And I'm even in the 18 and older bracket. Like, I don't show this to like under 18, so I don't know why, but well, I know why. It makes certain people look bad. But that's because certain people are just bad. There was a guy once who said, just get the hell away from blacks, and man, you couldn't have said it any better. Just get away, call the police, whatever you got to do. Seriously, save your butt. Go to this channel and this on X, type that in, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway, appreciate you. Thank you. Like, subscribe, help me out.